comes from the book of 1 Samuel. A man named Saul became king of the Israelites. When he was king, the Israelites were facing the Philistines in battle. There was a great fighter named Goliath. Say Goliath in your deepest giant-sounding voice. Goliath! Goliath was huge. Goliath was over 9 feet tall and wore a helmet and armor that protected his whole body. Every day, Goliath would come out and tease the Israelite army. He told them to send their very best to fight him. He asked for someone to fight and see who would win the battle. But everyone was terrified. Goliath was so big and so strong. No one thought they could possibly beat him. But there was one young boy who was not afraid. His name was David. He was the youngest son in his family. He went to the Israelite camp to bring his older brother some food. While there, he heard Goliath's mean words. David asked, "Who is this Philistine talking to the armies of God like that?" King Saul sent for David. David told King Saul he would fight Goliath. David knew God was with him, but Saul thought he was too young. He was nowhere near as big or as strong as Goliath was. How could David defeat Goliath? David told King Saul how he was a shepherd and looked after his father's sheep. Everyone point to the sheep and make a sheep sound. He had to kill lions and bears to protect the sheep, and God was with him in those times. David knew God would beat Goliath no matter how big or scary he looked. David knew God was mightier than Goliath. David picked 5 stones and had his sling in hand. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With just these rocks and a sling, he approached Goliath, ready for battle. Goliath saw David and laughed. David said, "You come at me with sword and spear, but I come at you in the name of the Lord our God. The battle is the Lord's." David ran quickly and slung the stone. The stone hit Goliath right in the forehead. Goliath crashed face down. God had given David and the Israelites victory. Let's all cheer and clap our hands together. David believed and trusted in God. One day, David would be the king of Israel. Hundreds of years later, one of David's family members would be the King of Kings, Jesus. Jesus would defeat death and make a way for us to be with God forever.